Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So as you can see by the title, I'm going to get right into the video today. It's Mars in Aquarius. Mars is our drive, our willpower. It is the action that we need to take. It's physical energy, physical vitality. When you have a hot planet like that, that meets the planet of humanitarian and, unconventional ways of thinking, it touches society, the community, friends, co-workers, your hopes and dreams, your ideals of life. Okay, so that hot planet meeting the Aquarius planet makes for someone that is very, very driven, very, very intellectual with everything that they do. Behind their physicality is very, very scientific ways of thinking or detached ways of thinking. We had a period of Mars in Aquarius this year. Everybody was outside fighting for their rights.
We don't get to work, you don't get to work. Freedom is essential.
Time for our state to be opened up. We're tired of not being able to buy the things that we need, go to the hairdressers, get our hair done. It's time to open up.
So as you can see with the Mars in Aquarius transit, that they were fighting based off of government regulations and rebelliousness against wearing a mask and having their freedom taken, regular Aquarius things. Saturn representing the government and the higher authority. We were fighting against a higher authority. Mars in Aquarius definitely points to us fighting for our rights and fighting for the higher cause of society. Mars is anger, aggression, madness, the physical energy. So when Aquarius was there, this was about society, this was about the government and fighting against the government in a sense. So when you think of Mars in Aquarius, just think of this person fighting against the future, okay? Fighting against what they think the future should look like and fighting for their freedom, even if that is fighting against the government. I want to add that they protested, okay? Because the protest is definitely a humanitarian thing. It is where I grab my group of buddies, you grab your group of buddies, and we all be a group and fight for something that is worth fighting for, which is our society. The main point was that these people were fighting for what they felt as though is their given right to be free, and that is all Aquarius really wants, is to be free. A lot of states had really strict restrictions, and Mars in Aquarius is the sign of fight and rebelliousness and also society. So that is a good way to understand Mars in Aquarius with that transit that happened. Aquarius represents change, radical change, liberation, and things that need to happen. Uranus is unexpected events in astrology, so this person is definitely an unpredictable person. It's very hard to pin down this energy, a lot like the Aries energy. So when you have this sun, Mars and Aquarius together, this can make for someone that is very, very impulsive. They can have moments of extreme impulse because Aquarius is a thinking sign, okay? It's very intellectual. So you have a fiery planet like Mars and intellect. Sometimes Mars is an emotional sign, You have to feel that rage. You have to feel that in intensity. And Aquarius is too in its head about the intensity, trying to connect the dots. Mars is saying, let's just get it over with. But when you have Mars in Aquarius, you have someone that just instantly reacts or might impulsively do the thing that they said they were going to do. For the most part, Aquarius can bounce back with intellect. Aquarius can bounce back with thinking unconventionally. This is the gift of the Aquarian. So if you think unconventional when you do take your impulses, or you think more so logical, I feel like you will get to the point that you're trying to get to. And Aquarius is a fixed sign, so once they set their mind on something, they will do anything to get it, and they will get it. Okay? They can have an identity crisis because it's the sign of Aquarian, other people, our friends, society, And you have Mars, it's the things you do, your action, your drive. So you're constantly being asked by society to do big things, you know. And with the opposite of Aquarius being Leo, it's like you're constantly being asked to be the leader. Maybe you're constantly being asked to help the rest of the team, but you're really the leader. You're really the one who holds everyone together, but you know, it doesn't really seem that way. These people are constantly changing and looking to find what works for them. A lot like Gemini, they want to learn from things, so they tend to break things down and fix them so they can better understand them. And with this, they can be very passionate in knowing the unknown, but not like in a dark way, which I think Mars and Aquarius can learn a lot from each other. Is that it's not about looking at the unknown in a dark way, but more so in a futuristic way, and how can I invent something better. Some famous people with the Mars and Aquarius placement is Michelle Obama, Jay-Z, and Tupac Shakur. I think that Tupac Shakur definitely points to the Mars and Aquarius aspects of his personality, because he was very so like trying to fix society with his words and with his communication, like a true Gemini would try to do, give speeches, you know. So he was trying to teach to us, to preach to us, to get us to understand, to voice his opinion in his songs and his rap. You know, he was for the culture, and he was for, you know, friends, family, people getting along. He was Mars and Aquarius because the collective was something that he was fighting for, and not just himself, even though he could have been. And then we have Michelle Obama. You know, she was the first black president's wife, and she was a absolutely good wife. I don't know who, I mean, I'm young, but I don't know what other president had a wife like her that was actually, you know, involved in helping society be better. This woman, she has all types of health websites. She has contributed to health in a lot of ways. I mean, she was the president's wife at the end of the day. So you can see how her actions and her willpower and drive was dictated by society, like a collective, you know. I have Mercury and Pisces, so I really can't put it in words, but these two are definitely good examples of how they were fighting for society and their high ideals of society rather than what society wanted them to fight for. I just thought that was really, really interesting that Michelle Obama and Tupac Shakur had Mars in Aquarius. So Aquarius is Saturn and Uranus ruled. Saturn is our structures, our limitations, reality. Uranus is our liberation, our unique self, our spirit, our individuality, and how we grow to evolve. When you have Mars and Aquarius together, you have someone that makes their collective vision very much harmony and peace related. Aquarius also equals our hopes and dreams. So you have someone that is constantly fighting to get to their hopes and dreams. There is two different kinds of Aquarius. You have one, the conformist. Maybe they follow rules, but it just depends on who they are friends with at the time. The second type of Aquarius, and that is the non-conformist. This Aquarius does not care about rules, and they're not conforming no matter what. And they also have their own idea of what society should be like. So if you talk to a Mars and Aquarius, they 9 times out of 10 don't follow all of the rules because they feel like the society should be better. Anger, you will never really find an Aquarius. There is only so much an Aquarius can take. So eventually they will get angry. They are fixed energy at the end of the day, which means like they can get over it and, you know, go with the flow or whatever, but there's only so much a Mars and Aquarius can take before they snap. Okay. For this reason, Mars and Aquarius are not really the type to get angry over small things. Owing their friends money, yeah, your friends ask you for money. Mars in Aquarius isn't like Mars in Capricorn, who will keep asking for their money back. Mars in Aquarius is kind of like, I gave them whatever, I'm going to move on now, because they want to be a good friend. But they will gladly cut off their friends, and they do not care. They feel like, I'm going to be good with or without you. You know, that's how Mars in Aquarius is. So if Aquarius is supported by a good Mercury, Mercury is intelligent, you know, analytical thinking, thinking patterns, thoughts, and you know, your words, the way you communicate, your intellect and your drive. Mars and Mercury are better aligned with what your hopes and dreams might become. But if your Jupiter is in a fire sign, you can receive flashes of intellect or inspiration added to whatever placement. But yes, Mars in Aquarius has lots of potential, and they can do a multitude of things. Also, aspects can tell a lot about what's going on with the Mars in Aquarius placement. So yes guys, that is all. Thank you so much for watching this video. That is all I have for you today. Mars in Aquarius, I hope that you've learned something. If you wouldn't mind to take the time right now to send me a donation if this resonated with you, or just simply hit the like button. Hit the like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, you know you want to, so subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.